Good afternoon. Tomorrow, Charlton Athletic travel to Plymouth for a game which could eventually play an important part in deciding who gets promotion from Division 3. Because after years in the doldrums, Charlton Athletic are now back in the race for honours. And here to tell me what that means to the club and, in fact, the whole community of South East London is Charlton's General Manager, Rodney Stone. Rodney, are they really back in the race for honours, or is this just short-lived success?
No, it is a fundamental strength which is putting us up into the promotion race. We said at the start of the season that we'd have to do well right through from August to Christmas before the public, and in fact ourselves would really believe in it. But here we are in February in the top three, and while there's a long way to go yet, we do feel strongly that we have the ability and the professionalism to achieve success.
What has the public response been like?
Very good indeed. We've found that for many, many years, as you say, we've been in the doldrums, but there's always been an inbuilt goodwill for Charlton. The public in the area, and in fact London generally, are desperately keen for us to do well. And we saw this when we played Crystal Palace and had 26,000 people there. The atmosphere is marvellous, the press is giving us a very good support, and the whole area is buzzing. I've got a theory about this, that the clubs often mirror the life of the community. You may remember a few years ago you had the AI shut down at Woolwich and Greenwich, you had the Woolwich Arsenal closure, and it seems that there was a low ebb in the affairs of the borough and the area then, and with the club. Now the area is starting to get new industry in, starting to buzz again, and strangely enough there's a parallel between that and the club.
I know you're very keen on involving the community in the club. Now, why is that, and how are you going about it?
I feel very strongly that a football club is the most, to use the marketing jargon, quote, mobile, unquote, element in our society today. In other words, regardless of sex or age or occupation, everyone follows the club, and MPs rub shoulders with dustmen, women with men, children with old age pensioners. And I feel that it is a natural focal point for the community, regardless of whether it's Charlton, Arsenal, Wigan or Warrington.
Have you been able to get this off the ground in any way at all?
Oh yes, very much so. We have, as most clubs do have, a voluntary organisation that raises funds for us completely on their own initiative. But more so than that, we built the biggest social club in the south of England with a very large following, and it's a business in its own right and generates profits for the club and social amenities for our supporters and residents locally. We're talking now about making a room available for children in the borough to come and play chess and draughts during the day. Also, of course, on a more commercial basis, we utilise our ground, which is a natural amphitheatre, for things like pop concerts, religious conventions. We're even trying to do a sun and lumiere there, eventually.
Really?
Well, it's not quite sun and lumiere, which I'm told aren't very profitable, but we are, as you probably know, in the borough of Greenwich, which is the second biggest tourist attraction in London, the first being the Tower of London. At Greenwich is, of course, the Cutty Sark, the Naval College, the Observatory. And what happens at the moment is the tourists come down from central London, go around all these things, and go back.
And miss out Charlton Athletic.
Oh, quite. The biggest attraction of all, let's face it. But so the idea is to not buy tartan track and these sort of things. They're very good, but they cost £250,000, and the players don't like them on the whole. All you've got to do is board the pitch over, get, say, 30 milk floats, build sort of paper mache galleons around them, and reenact under our floodlights the exact Battle of Trafalgar every night. I mean, our main stand will seat more than the Royal Festival Hall.
Are you you're serious about this?
Oh, absolutely.
What sort of help have you had from the local council, rather briefly, in the last sort of half minute, in organising things like this?
Well, we've had our ups and downs with the council, I think, as you know, on this programme a year or so back. But, you know, we had lunch on the other day, actually, and I think they're keen on the general principle of, A, that a football club's a benefit to the community and the council, B, it's a large area lying idle for all but 40 hours a year.
Well, may I wish you, I've got to cut you short there, I'm sorry, may I wish you all the very best.
Thank you
very much.
Let's
hope you get into Division 2. Thank you very much, Rodney.